I'm disgusted by this Liverpool team. Really, like nothing is going. Three defeats in a row. You lost against Palace, you lose against Galatasaray, and now you get outplayed by a team that doesn't even have any fit defenders. And before any Liverpool fan uh, comes and comments, yeah, it's only three defeats. No, I've been seeing this for a while since actually last season, and this season everything is catching up to us. So I wanted to react to this Liverpool game. That's not something I usually do. I like to be more in analysis. I don't like to be reactionary. But I've prepared a video that I will be dropping probably tomorrow that will be more like analysis. But in this video, I wanted to share just what I thought about our situation this season. First, uh, I think you can blame whoever you want. You can blame Ibrahima Konate. You can blame Kerkez. I've seen a lot of blames on Kerkez. You can blame even McAllister. But the real problem in this Liverpool team is the manager. Arne Slot is the one that's absolutely responsible for everything that has been happening. And it's crazy to me that this guy hasn't had any critics because every player has been criticized. Mohamed Salah has been criticized a lot, but Arne Slot, who's the manager behind everything, no, there's no one criticizing him. I said on Twitter the other day that for me, like, if the match against Manchester United he loses it, then for me that's sackable, honestly. And a lot of fans was, "Oh, you're turning him down. Only one, but we can't waste a season with the players we have. We have incredible quality." And me, it's not even about losing. It's like losing is part of the game. As Van Dijk said, losing is part of the game. I've supported this club when we had Ricky Lambert in attack. We used to lose a lot. When you had the likes of Joe Allen in midfield, we used to lose a lot. There's no problem about losing, but it's the content. The content is unacceptable from Arne Slot. You're supposed to do much, 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 much more. And when you look at it, every decent manager he's faced, he got outplayed. Name me the last manager that Slot has outplayed. There is none. There is none. Every single manager who's decent, either Andoni Iraola, either Oliver Glasner, either anyone, we get outplayed, and it's not normal at this stage. Let's talk about his tactics. Can any Liverpool fan please in the comments tell me like what's the vision, what's the idea? Because I'm trying to to think, but I can't see like any like where are we going? If you talk to me about PSG or Barcelona, like I can see what they're trying to do, and those are the teams that we should be competing against. You know, PSG you can remove every single star. You can remove against Barcelona. They didn't have Dembele, no Kvaratskhelia, no Desire Doué, and still they outplayed Barcelona for 60 minutes. Do you think Liverpool would survive without three of their best players? I don't think so. But that's where a real manager makes the difference. Either they're if Jaden Dance is playing or Alexa, it shouldn't make any difference. We should have a clear way to play, but we have forgotten how to play football. We can't make two, three passes in a row. That's crazy. I tried to count like in the first half how many passes in a row we can do. We can't make more than two passes in a row. At this stage, that's crazy. And one thing I love about the Premier League, there's this journalist that said it. The Premier League, you can't be an imposter. You can't be an imposter in the Premier League, especially as a manager. Uh, and I think Arne Slot's time is coming pretty soon. Because you will all tell me that yeah, he won the Premier League, incredible, but what is he trying to do? And he's the one that's always talking about yeah tactics, and he's even the one that put him that pressure because he talks about tactics, but he talks that a team like Liverpool shouldn't just win games; they should completely dominate them. They should have a style of play. You know, if Jurgen Klopp had almost like a decade in this club, it's because he had the clear way to play football. You know, Everyone is saying, yeah, but you struggled under Jurgen Klopp, and no one was no, but you had a clear way to play football. But what is our football nowadays? What do we do apart from Virgin passing to Konate, Konate passing to all the whole match? Our that's our game. We can't make forward passes. And that's why I don't get Liverpool fans blaming the players. The players are they, they have no clue on what to do, and that's the manager's fault. You can put Robertson, you can remove Kelkes, you can put Brothers right back, you can put Fripp, anyone. We will still lose. He tried to bench Salah. Didn't we lose? We lost. He tried to bench Vills because everyone is criticizing Wirtz. Wirtz is the pro. He tried benching Wirtz. Did it work? No. We tried to go to a midfield of three. Soboslai at right back, Soboslai in midfield. Nothing works. Nothing works. Igor Ekitike is nothing will work because the manager has literally no clue. And it's crazy to me that we spent that much money while we had a manager who had no idea on what he was doing. How can you buy two strikers that are worth more than 200 million and have no plan on how they can play together, how have no plan how you can associate them together? Like that's crazy to me. And again, it's the manager's fault. It's the manager's fault. Now, what do we do? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. What do we do? What do we go on from here? You know, because people are saying, yeah, give him time. That the team will gel. It's because you have new recruits and everything. Chelsea buys 10 players every single transfer window. I couldn't tell you if half of those players were there last season, and still I knew what Maresca was trying to do. I knew that he was trying to have a control on the ball. I knew that the way he wanted to attack. I knew which problems he was going to try to exploit, and that's what he did yesterday. Maresca had a clear way of play, and they changed him every single transfer window. So that excuse doesn't apply. You can still change a squad and still have a clear way to play football. And don't tell me that it's because we had like two, three new players that suddenly we forgot how to play football. It's not normal. This season I watched Olympique de Marseille. I swear, in their game against Ajax, yeah, you'll tell me that Ajax is not great, but it's still a big team in Europe. They played against Ajax, and I watched that game. And honestly, from last season, I think it was only two players from last season, Houli and who? I think it was yeah, maybe did Balerdi. I don't think Balerdi played. It was only two players. The eight, nine other players were new players. That Roberto De Zalbi has had an idea. He knew what he was trying to do against Ajax. You know, they pressed high, they got on the second balls, and they had a clear way to kill Ajax. So that excuse that it will take time, we're in a transitional season, so we can't play football. It's no that excuse is for me. It's a fake excuse. You know that it will take them that we want to win games. That I get it. There's no problem. As I said, defeats are part of the game, but not knowing how to play football for me, that's unacceptable. I had predicted Arsenal to win the league this season because I believe they had a complete squad, and I believe that they had continuity in their process. I knew that Arsenal were going to win the league, but I expected us to compete. But at this stage, it's only like I think they only have maybe 2 points ahead. But I swear that at this stage, around Christmas, they will already win the league. It will be over if we keep playing like this. So you know, uh, I don't know what to say, and honestly, I don't know what to say. But I'm really like disappointed. Like I expected that so much better. Like in terms of in terms of tactics, in terms of ideas, I expected a lot about Arne Slot. But one thing that also frustrates me the most, and you'll see it in my next video dropping, is the Federico Chiesa treatment. Why aren't you using the players that are in form? Why aren't you using Federico Chiesa? What else does Federico Chiesa need to do to get around in the team? Like, because The thing that made me realize that for me, Slot doesn't know what he's doing. It's his sub at the 86th minute. He brings on Wataru and do rather than bringing on Federico Chiesa. And he had told Federico Chiesa to go warm up. Like that treatment, like I don't think Chiesa deserves it. And I think Chiesa, if he respects himself at the minimum, he should leave this football club literally tomorrow morning because he's not gonna go to the World Cup, but he deserves it. He's a quality player. Like let me know what he was trying to do. Like what was that sub? You're putting pressure. You're playing against a team that has no fit defenders. They're playing with right backs and left backs, center back. We got a chance to come back in the game. We're applying pressure, and you bring in Wataru and have nothing against Wataru and do, but you're supposed to do an offensive replacement. You're supposed to bring in Federico Chiesa. This guy, this season has showed you that he can score goals, he can create chances, and still you don't play him any single minutes. But Mohamed Salah plays 90 minutes. And that's also something that starts to frustrate me. We need a manager with balls. Like how does Mohamed Salah play 90 minutes in 2025? And it's not the lack of option. You had Frimpong on the bench, you had Chiesa, you even had Ekitike, but you chose to remove Isaac, who was our only dangerous player up front. Okay, so we'll see. I guess Manchester United. So probably I'll do more of these videos. This reaction video. You'll tell me if this is the kind this is the kind of content that you like. But yeah, let's see what we'll do against Manchester United. We have 2 weeks. I can't believe that I'm happy that there is an international break because we really needed it. You know, let's see if it's gonna be the same thing. But I believe nothing will change again. It will be the same thing. We'll go against Manchester United. We'll struggle against a team that is managed by Ruben Amorim. And and yeah, maybe if we're lucky, Isaac or Ekitike will score one or two. But we're being like literally like the same Real Madrid they watched last season. There are no ideas, uh, no clear way to play. They had individualities that won them games. But in the Premier League, you won't get the same outcome as Real Madrid. Real Madrid was lucky to finish second, but that was in the league. And Real Madrid in the Premier League, you can be an imposter. You know, keep playing like that, even the top four, you won't get it because there are teams like Manchester City that are coming back good. Bournemouth, this is a team that's solid. Tottenham, I said Tottenham will be dangerous this season. Thomas Frank knows what he's doing. We can't afford to waste a season. We can't. And Slot has to fix this as soon as possible, or he has to leave. You know, because I've seen fans saying, "I we should play three at the back. We should no, just bring in a manager who knows what to do." It like tag formation is the last thing to worry about, but we need a manager who knows what to do with his squad. I hope you like this one. So I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Ciao.